Hey, what's up, everybody? Dr. Someone here. You're welcome to yet another insightful videos. A lot of times when clients do call us and they want to buy some of our property, one of the major questions they ask is, what are the payment plans? The payment method, and what is the payment term? So in this video, I'm basically going to be breaking down the payment plan and the payment terms there is regarding purchasing a property right here in Ghana. Okay, now it's just Ghana, and I'm pretty much sure that some other African countries perhaps might be doing the same thing. Now, number one payment plan is, before we even dive into that, it is good to also know that these houses, or some of these houses, are by different developers, and every developer has their own payment strategy. They have their own payment term, they have their own duration of payment, installment, and all of that. But I'm just going to generalize them, try as much as possible to cover the most important ones. Now, the payment terms or the payment method that there is basically, one of them is outright payment. Now, the outright payment is just like paying 100%. Now, it is the want, okay, and the wish of every developer that every buyer that comes just pay outright so they can actually use the money and invest it into something else, maybe expand the property development or maybe get into other development and all that. So it's actually a wish and a want of every developer or every homeowner that home buyers actually pay outright, right? But usually, most of the time, it is not usually the case because not everyone actually has that money sitting there to pay for a property outright. So, but in some occasions, you do have some client just wanting to pay outright, but that is rare. But in a case where a client doesn't have that luxury to do that, what are the other options that there is? Some developers give up to 6 months payment plan. Some also give up to uh, 12 months. Some also give up to 16 months. I think the maximum so far is 24 months. We have some developers that give up to 24 months, and those are big time developers. For an individual developer who doesn't have much, time to have his capital stock, would just want to give you 6 months. Some even give about 3 months, so they can actually recoup their money and reinvest it somewhere else. So that's basically what it is. So if they're going to be given a payment term, they just want to give up to from six, no, let's just say from 3 months to 24 months. And usually, sometimes some developers do give these payment terms on interest free. And some developers would also give you a 10% increase if you want to pay within 12 months. So, say for example, the house is 100,000 Ghana cedis and you want to pay within 12 months. They're going to add about 10% of that, 10% of the total amount. So you end up paying 110,000 at the end of the 12-month run. This is just an example that I'm giving. And sometimes some developers also prefer not to even give interest. You just pay interest free within the time frame that they are given. Okay, that's a second payment plan. The third payment option that there is a bank mortgage. There are quite some number of banks in Ghana that are very willing and ready to actually finance your property acquisition. Okay, whether you are a foreigner or you are an indigent or maybe you're a citizen, you can actually get a bank mortgage to actually finance your property. Now, most banks interest varies. Okay, I wouldn't want to mention the interest anyway, but the interest actually varies. And usually, the initial deposit that you need to put down before the bank can finance is between 20 to 30%. And some do give a long term, a year term of about 15 to 20 years. Some also give as much as 30 years, depending on whether you're going to be paying CD or you're going to be paying in United States dollars or maybe any foreign currency at all. But you also need to understand that whether you're doing a payment plan with a developer or you're going to be doing a mortgage, it is also very important that you note that the initial payment that is actually required is 30%, and then the rest you can spread it within the agreed term that the the developer is giving, or the agreed term that the bank mortgage is given. So that you get to do with the bank of your choice. Sometimes we do have some clients wanting to source the loan from overseas. If any bank outside is willing to, give you a loan or to give you a mortgage to buy a property in Ghana, that's a plus, right? But that's usually not the case. But there are more than a lot of local banks here that can actually give you that opportunity to finance your property. So these are basically some of the payment term there is. Now, let me explain to you some things that you also need to understand. Some of the reasons why a lot of developers don't actually give more than 6 months is because for somebody who is willing and interested to buy a property, it is believed and perceived that you have thought about the idea of acquiring a home. So perhaps you might have done some savings regarding purchasing the home. Okay, so they believe that you have the fund and then you just have to pay. So they also get their money to do other things. That is basically what it is. If this video has been helpful, kindly smash the like button and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified anytime we post a new video. And there's this little bell icon just around the subscribe button. Make sure you tap on it so you'll be notified anytime we post a new video. Until next time, stay blessed and catch you on our next video. Peace.